Buffalo.
Water buffalo.
The water buffalo sold.
Yeah.
Me and my whole family was out here, all but Jimmy today. It's just fun. We had a lot of fun stuff happening. Mamaw restocked her booth. Lucas been working. He's been doing really well. For everybody out there watching Lucas, he's learning fast. He's starting to understand how this business works in a real way.
Really cool percussion rifles here that are selling again. One's percussion, one's a double barrel. I guess they're all percussion, yep.
For my son's 48th birthday.
Oh man, look at this. Mamaw just showed up. She's smiling, she's happy. She must have hit a big yard sale. I don't know what happened here, but look at this outfit. Christmas stuff is happening today. The Ginger Man here. Mom, this all gonna fit in your booth?
I hope so.
Welcome to Burner Brother Antiques. And we got Mom restocking. We got Dad. Is Dad over there sleeping yet?
He's
He's getting close. He's over there getting ready to go to sleep. Lucas and Wyatt are over here portering. And then Josh is here welcoming everybody. But
Welcome.
Josh's twin, Josh's twins here. Somebody thought you guys were twins. He said there's stunt double. That's what they said.
Stunt double, yeah.
He said, you got a stunt double over here?
If he would have shaved,
If you don't know this guy, this is Jason. This is the guy that was painting last week. Josh's stunt double. He's our other brother. He's here, and he's working security today. But Jason, you were buying and selling antiques for a while too.
Everything, whatever we can make money on.
Whatever you can make money on.
Market's changed a little bit since the last
Market's
time I was
changed. But
buying.
you used to have a Fenton dealership, right?
Yeah, we did a lot of Fenton, Van Briggle.
Fenton and Van Briggle and
Yeah,
stuff.
we went out. Yeah, we used to go out to the Van Briggle.
Out to Colorado. Yeah. Luke, are you doing all right, bud? Huh?
Doing great.
Doing great. All right. Glad to see you getting that done for us.
I got everything put in. It looks decent, I think.
Papa, did you get you a nap in?
No, I was watching an Ohio State game. Matter of fact, I got to check on the score before I leave.
Check on the score before you
10-3
leave.
last time I looked.
Okay. All right.
Well, okay, it probably still is because it's
It was halftime. Yeah. All right. Well, you guys be careful. We'll see you
All
later.
right, we'll see you
All right.
later.
Love you, Mom.
Bye.
a lot of furniture went out today. Just put a sold sticker on this little MCM dresser. Neat little piece. And check out this cylinder roll that sold
And this just sold, what, an hour ago?
an hour ago.
An hour ago. Oh, wow.
A really nice cylinder.
Boy, that's a gorgeous
It's beautiful.
Victorian burled front cylinder desk. It's got the candle stands on the side, 2 doors at the top. Shut that door one more time, Josh. Show them that cylinder. So this, look at the walnut inlay on this thing. This is absolutely beautiful burl veneer right here. And this is out of Scott's booth, and Scott's the one that we showed on the other channel. He's a professional restorer, and he makes it so that everything just opens with the slide of a hand. A gorgeous piece of furniture. Wyatt, what are you hauling up here? What we got? Is that a radio?
Sewing cabinet.
Sewing cabinet? Oh, okay. How much was it? $75. That's cute. So Jason, where all have you seen people from? You've been talking to a bunch of people up here at security. Where have they been from?
We've had people from Michigan, Wisconsin, Indiana, Columbus, Cincinnati.
They've just been
all the
everywhere.
surrounding states, yeah.
Isn't it
everywhere.
amazing how many states and countries that people come from every day?
Coming
here?
from everywhere. Well, I talked to a guy that was bringing in some Civil War stuff,
Okay.
and that, to me, that was pretty interesting stuff.
What kind of stuff was it?
Accessory stuff.
Okay.
And then he does Civil War and trains, Lionel trains.
Lionel trains and Civil War.
Yep.
So you've also been up here where the dealers check in. How many, like, it's thousands of items that come in every day, isn't it?
Tons. It's more than you can count.
More than you can count.
More than you can
I mean,
count,
wagon
definitely.
loads. We had a couple from Michigan come in today.
There's actually been people here all day bringing stuff in,
And they're still here.
and they're still here. Yeah.
Restocking.
Restocking.
That Lucas was on the call where we had to pick this piece up. So tell us about this, Luke.
He almost broke it.
He almost broke it. Oh.
I did not almost break it.
Kidding.
No,
We got in Columbus at a house call. It was pretty nice.
I had to help him get it off the
Man, and this just sold out. Absolute stunning French curio cabinet. This is the one that we picked up in the house in Columbus. We showed you. Lucas and I went and we picked this up a week ago Sunday. It was not even 7
week-
days. It was 6 days ago.
6 days, yeah.
6 days ago. Last week we were talking about this. This is the Maitland Smith, really cool Maitland Smith planner sold. Yep. And then that table with the seashells, it sold today too. So
Now, Jacob, weren't the swans right here?
the swans are gone. Yeah. The swans, there's a hole there. The swans are bronze, a pair of bronze swans sold. Those were the ones that we brought back from Florida.
We got a bookcase down in the beginning at 6.
Bookcase,
Little
Columbus
4-stack
house.
was sold.
4 stack just sold today. And what else?
The
The bookcase was
out
a
of
Columbus house. Yeah. All right, man.
Flying out of here.
It's been so highlights of the day. You guys have been here watching and working all day. Like, what? Tell any stories or something you want to share with our viewers today.
Water buffalo.
Water buffalo.
The water buffalo sold.
Here, man. These guys are both sold. Taxidermy going out to heart. This is cool. Is that a fox? That's a fox. That was cool, wasn't
It was a neat piece. And then, was that a fox?
It was a snow fox. It was a white fox. It was really,
Yeah, it left out of here too.
yeah, same.
And then
same
Josh,
people.
tell us about that buffalo that just sold. Friday, was it Friday that sold? What was that?
We've had a buffalo head sitting up here. People came in and ended up buying it. It was a neat piece. Bass Pro Shops, they came in and bought a canoe, and that was pretty cool. They're coming back, so I'm excited to see what all they pull. Hopefully they buy a bunch of the mounts and some different things here at the Heart. I'd love to be able to go to Bass Pro Shop and see the stuff out of the antique center.
Yeah, it's been a good day,
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
neat.
Oh, all right. Well, appreciate it, Josh. Josh, you want to take off? And Luke, you got work here, so you got till like 6, don't you?
What was it?
You're closing
Yeah,
at
I'm
6,
closing
aren't you? Yep. All right. Realizing that just because something says something's worth $100 on Google or online doesn't really mean that we can sell it for $100 very fast. So I thought I'd just show some of the items that have sold up here in the sold bins. So $85 on a Westinghouse. It's a beautiful van, electric, probably out of the 20s or 30s. Art pottery vase, hand painted and signed, $30. Here's the signature. That's fun. Oh, and this one just went out. This was out of one of those estates we pictured last week. We just priced that thing on video. Pez container with the cat, $1.25. Another white Christmas tree has sold. I'm telling you, these things are so popular. And that one sold for $40. I mean, that $1.25 Pez container sold, and you know, it's just really fun. There's a lady right now literally deciding between two swung vases. She's got them on the counter. There's two of them. They're almost the exact same price, $185 each or something. She'll get a discount, and she's literally backing up and looking at it. It's just a fun atmosphere. Here's another blow mold that sold. This one just went out for $85. That's cool. Here's a manger set in the box. It's a $15 price on this set. This is fun, little Vaseline glass. That'll probably glow, uranium glass, $10 boot. All right, so we're over here. This is a new dealer that moved in. This is dealer number 2205, and he's got some interesting things in here. And Lucas and I came over and we started looking, and I felt like, man, there's a couple pieces that are pretty good buys. I think we can try at the auction. So me and Lucas are gonna do this together. So we gotta, here, hold this one up. This is a $23 glass size soft. This is really cool paperweight for $23. I thought, well, that's gotta work at auction. And then a pair of Bakelite pens here were, pencils were $6. And then what's the last stage? Little Goldfield watch is at $45. And so Luke has got another group here that we're gonna work together on and see what happens at the auction. That's how you do it, bud. You gotta find good buys and put it up at auction.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll sell it next week. We'll show him what it brings.
Sounds good.
Hopefully I can teach him how to evaluate and market stuff at a wholesale level, because we like you guys have seen, like we sell a lot of stuff very fast, wholesale, auction, my whole life. And usually auctions are wholesale pricing. Every once in a while something will bring a retail price, but for the most part we wholesale. That's kind of what happened with that furniture that we showed you today. You know, you've seen us last Sunday. We picked it up in Columbus. A dealer friend of mine called and had it and asked us if we would be interested in buying it from a tag sale. We said, yeah, sure, we'll buy it. We turned it fast, and we owned the furniture, I don't know, 7 or 8 pieces, whatever that was, for about 5 days. And it's all sold. And that's kind of how we approach this business, is to keep it all moving fast and make small margins but turn lots of volume. Bruce Knight, the previous owner of this place, him and I were friends. We've traveled the world buying and selling antiques, and this philosophy of a lot of fast rolling nickels and dimes are way better than slow rolling dollars.
So this guy is going out today. Again, look at that. This is just wild. All I can say is he's gonna put it on the couch. The guy says he's gonna put it on his couch. I love it. Really, really interesting, and it's at $65. Going out the door today. Very stylish, definitely MCM. Let's see what the price is on these. These are at $150 and they're going out. So I am down here now at Mamaw's booth, and you know, those big things that she brought in earlier, I was like, I don't know where she's going to fit them at. They're like really big pieces. So we showed you that tour of her booth, but now look at here, right behind me. She found a spot. Mamaw has them on display. Big gingerbread men and reindeer. These things are really like tall. really big pieces, and she got them up on her top shelf.
If you're out there and you're buying and you're selling, you're trying to figure out how to do this business, just don't try and get top dollar. Just turn it fast. There's more to get every day. If you're willing to work and hustle and go out there and look for stuff, you can find new merchandise. You don't have to try and get top price out of what you have. How do I see one item priced at 20 different levels? And that's not an exaggeration. And we can literally do a Google search on an item and you're going to see something that might have a $50 price tag and a $600 price tag. And it's all the same kind of an item. And so part of this question I have all the time is, what's this worth? What's this worth? Well, it's worth what one person is willing to pay for it and what one person is willing to sell it for. That's what an item's worth. That's fair market value, and that's how you establish it. Now, if you're selling an item, if you've got an estate or a collection of something and you look online and you see, well, that sells for $80 or it's got $80 tags on Google sales or all these different websites from eBay to you name it, that doesn't mean that's what you can sell it for. You got to think about this. A lot of times people don't consider overhead. Every item that we handle, we sell, we have an overhead attached to that item. Here at the Antique Center, we charge our dealers a 10% commission on every item sold. So if you buy an item for $100 and you put it in your booth and you put it at $200 and you give a 10% discount, that puts it to $180. You give the mall the 10% commission. You're down to a little over $160, and you also have to pay a booth rent. So the booth rent, you might have $10 or $15 figured in on that item. So realistically, if you're making $40-50, plus you got your time involved now. Where did you buy the item at? How big of an item was it? How far did you have to drive to get it? Did you have to clean it? What happened to those items? So that's a lot of stuff to think through. When you talk about what's an item worth, a rule of thumb that I find works for a lot of the items here is if you're buying more expensive items, about twice the price is what you'll see them priced at on the floor. So a $1,000 cupboard, maybe somebody paid $500 to $600 for it. But on the smaller, less expensive stuff, $100 and less items, a lot of times it's a 3 ratio. That and the lower end stuff, the $1 to $25 items, a lot of those items will see a margin of 4 to 10 times. And you see Mom, she's a great example. She buys the stuff for $1 and $2 and then puts it out from 5 to 20. Keep that in mind. The next person's got to make money. There's overhead involved, and just because something appraises for $1,000 does not mean that's a fair market value. Appraisals, there's a lot to talk about with appraisals. There's definitely more than one kind of appraisal. When I took appraisal school, they told us there was 3 definite kinds that we can talk about. One is a fair market value, which is what one person is willing to pay for another or for an item, and the other, where 2 people agree on that. Just any given day, what's that fair market value? And then you have liquidation value. So if somebody's ordered by the court to just liquidate everything, it's a fast sale and they have to get rid of it because of time and circumstance, well, that value is considerably less than fair market value. And then there's an insurance appraisal value, and that's kind of what you see at the jewelry stores when you see this diamond appraises at $4,000. Well, that's for insurance purposes. That's so that if you ever lose it, you need it replaced. If there's an issue, the insurance company is going to pay you this much money for that. And again, that's in my opinion, that's a very high appraisal. Fair market value is what I like to look at. That's what somebody's willing to buy it and sell it for with 2 people, and they agree on a price where they're both content, both happy. And that's kind of where we work. That's the fair market value items are what we like to buy and sell, and keep everybody happy. And the same item can have more than one fair market value. So I was looking today at some Fiesta ware, and a little yellow bowl, just a simple item. The same bowl I seen priced, I think it was $10 or $15 difference in price. It was $15 and $30. It's here in the mall. They're in 2 different booths and the 2 different prices. Now, I don't know which one would sell or may not sell. And I've seen that same bowl priced from $8 to $35 or $40. And so when someone comes in and they have that bowl and they say, hey, Jacob, we want to sell you this bowl. What's this worth? Well, I have to consider all of those values and where is it selling at here in the Antique Center. So maybe that bowl actually didn't sell at all at the $30 price. Maybe at $15 it sells, and maybe at $10 it sells. So I want to buy that bowl at that $5 to $7 range then, and then try and sell $10 to $15. And that's kind of my approach. And so when you see, if you have a collection of something and you look online and you see, well, these pictures this item sells for $100 and this one sells for $500, and altogether my collection, if you retail it out, it sells for $5,000. Well, there's still a lot of factors to consider. How many pieces are in that collection? What kind of time will it take to market it, to move it, to pack it, to unpack it? A lot of overhead. What kind of space will it take? What's the time? You have to have it sitting in your booth. You're paying booth rent, or you're paying, if you're not setting a booth, you're putting it at auction. There's still an overhead for every single item we sell at the auction. We have a set overhead cost that we have to pay for. We have insurance and buildings and labor and employees, and so it makes it difficult. It's challenging. So every circumstance is different. Every circumstance is unique, and we're going to continue to discuss how to approach selling something. And a lot of it is going to depend on your situation and your need. If you're in an estate situation, we've had this happen the past couple of weeks where someone's flown in from out of state and they want this stuff gone. They're trying to get the real estate sold. They want one dealer to buy it all, and they know that it has to be a wholesale price. They're not looking to get retail out of it, but they want a fast move. That's very different than the other person. Flip that coin around. You've got someone that has collected an item for the past 20 years, and they've got a significant value invested in this, and they're just trying to recover their money or make a little bit of profit. Well, that looks very differently. And it can be the exact same group of stuff that is for sale. So if we would take, I don't know, just an example, a Roseville collection, and put it in those two distinct scenarios. They're very different scenarios. One would sell on a market for possibly a third less than the other, or half the price of the other, because it's a fast sale. I hope this kind of helps just understand on how the market works and some buying and selling. And I'd love to keep talking about this, because I think this is a subject that not very many people want to approach and talk about, is selling something for a fair market value where someone can still make money. So let's talk more. We'll keep researching, and again, if you're happy with our YouTube channel, please subscribe. Subscribe to our Heart of Ohio channel as well. We have two channels, at Burner Brothers, at Burner Brother Antiques, and at Heart of Ohio Antiques. And as always, you'll see our family doing lots of crazy stuff at the at Burner Brothers, and then the at Heart of Ohio. We just interviewed a couple today, collected Christmas postcards and Christmas items their whole lives, and they're selling their personal collection now here at the Antique Center in their booth. And they've went up to Europe, different places, and that's the kind of background you're going to see on the Heart of Ohio, that in-depth detail of an item and the knowledge and wisdom that people have had through buying and selling and collecting through their lives. So stay tuned. God bless. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right, Lucas is closing down shop today. He's got his headgear on, locking the buildings up. Let's see it. There he goes. I don't know. Don't wreck. I don't know if you can see this or not, but this is Luke coming back down the hallway. And he is zipping around this place now. I don't know if he has more fun antiquing or driving that little yellow cart closing this place.